Hey everyone, welcome to another one of our group classes, our video group classes. This is Arturo here from Arthur Murray Mesa-Gilbert. And
Jen here.
Jen. Today we'll be doing a little bit of bachata and then some nightclub two-step, super social dances. We're going to pretty much do some things that you can do on your own. You won't need a partner at all for this. It's great because you won't need much space either. And this is perfect too to get practice for those dances that are social, because when you do go out dancing, it's a crowded floor. So perfect opportunity to get some practice in. That way when you go out, you're ready. Anything you want to add, Jen?
One thing I really like about these two particular dances, coincidentally they were paired up tonight, not for this reason, but they're very symmetrical. So that meaning that literally everything your leader does and your follower does on the same side. Very different from most dances. Even cha-cha, there's a forward and a back action, so it makes it not symmetrical like the bachata and the nightclub, in which you could turn in any direction, which is nice. The leader and the follower can do the exact same things, just flipping what foot they start on, and so on.
Yes, perfect. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and start with bachata first, and then we'll go ahead and do some nightclub after that. So let me go ahead and start with the leader's part first for our bachata basic. And this is also perfect if you've never done these dances, because we're going to go through our basic and then just a few different patterns that you can practice on your own, and they're perfectly simple, nothing too crazy. And then if you need to slow down, remember to take your time. And yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and start with the leader's part first. So leaders, we're going to go ahead and start with the left foot for you first. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, tap. Then we're going to take it back with the right foot. 1, 2, 3, tap. One more time. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? As the follower, doing the same, but except with the right foot. Right? Right foot free. I'm going 1, 2, 3, tap. Back to the left. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, okay, let me go ahead and show you that with the partner. So the cool thing is that there's different holds you could do. We do have a video about frame from last Saturday. It's going to be perfect for this. So I won't go too much into detail about it, but if you do want to get a little bit more information and more detailed, go ahead and check out that video. For now, we're going to stick to more of our formal frame, which I take the left hand, her right hand with my left hand, and then my right hand leader is going to go on her shoulder blade, right? So up here, especially if you're social dancing, never go down here. That's not appropriate, and the lady probably won't appreciate it too much. So stick more on the shoulder blade, and it's easier to lead as well. And then if you want to go ahead and go over to the frame.
And then as a follower, same thing, you just don't want to be pulling heavy on your leader. So we're going to hold up our own arms. So that way, if our leader lets go and walks away, we don't drop. So we're not relaxing on our partner. We're connecting with them softly, but we just don't want to feel like we're taking a break with the arms and that they're holding up our arms. Even though they're small and light, there's still more than they need to be carrying. So we're just going to make sure we're holding up our own frame. And also the hand, again, this is all in the other video, just making sure that your hand's up high in the palm, and that'll help you from feeling like you're pulling on your partner. This hand can go a couple options, just right around the back, nice and connected, or up high, depending on who you're dancing with and who you're more comfortable with. In a social setting, I'd go with the shoulder blade.
And then if you're practicing at home with your partner, you can always start with the two-hand holds first. Once you get comfortable with that, then you can go into a frame. Right, so let me go ahead and show you what that looks like from this angle first, together. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do it from this angle, I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. So that's going to be your basic for bachata. The cool thing is that we can also take this forward and back. So it doesn't have to stay just side to side, right? So if we're taking it forward, leaders, we're gonna have the left foot free. We're just gonna go forward. Same timing. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. As a follower, same idea, starting with the right foot, right? We're going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's go ahead and put those two together, and that way you guys can try those two patterns back to back. Alright, so we'll start by going to the side first. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Now we take it forward. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. One more time to the side. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Forward. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Now if I do it from this angle, we go 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. And one thing to remember, it's important to keep your steps small, so you don't want to go too big, especially if you don't have too much room either. And maybe if the floor is crowded, you're gonna hit someone if you go too big. So make your steps small, right? It also helps with applying that to other dances like salsa, cha-cha, mambo, that they're faster dances. If you keep your steps small, then you're more able to keep up to the timing. Anything you want to add to that?
No, I guess I would say for the followers, you could do two different options with your tap. You can tap to the foot or out and add like a hip bump. So kind of depending on your comfort and your level, that would look like 1, 2, 3, lift left hip 4, 5, 6, 7, lift right hip 8, or 1, 2, 3, lift 4, 1, 2, 3, lift 4. So kind of depending on how you count it, but just lifting the hip or tapping the foot, just whatever's gonna be more comfortable for your type of hold.
Thank you. Okay, so now, if you're feeling comfortable with that, you can go ahead and try this next step. If you're not, stay to your basic, your forward and back basic, and your side to side basic. But let's go ahead and add a turn in there. So, the cool thing is that pretty much it's the same turn for leader and follower. So they're doing the same idea. So first we're going to start with the left foot free. And we're going to do what's called a 3-step turn. What it means is you just have 3 steps to complete the turn, right? So we start with the left foot. We're going to go to the left first. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? One more time. I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Now, if I'm doing it as a follower, it's going to be the same thing. If I start with the left foot, same thing as a follower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So, the cool thing that it's pretty much the same turn, left or right. So we can take it to the right as well. Of course, we would have to do maybe like a half a basic first. 1, 2, 3, tap. And then I can take it to the right. 1, 2, 3, tap. One more time, and we have the right foot free. We go to the right. 1, 2, 3, tap. Right? Of course, that would be as a follow, as a leader. If I want to do my turn to my right, then I would have to do half a basic first. Okay, so now the cool thing is that you can practice it on your own, and then you can also do it with a partner, right? So we can do it different ways. For now, we're going to stick to what's more of a free spin. That way we can both turn. So what we're going to do is we're going to do half a basic, or a full basic first, and then we're going to do a turn to the left. Left for the leader, right for the follower, right? So we go 1, 2, 3, tap, 1, 2, 3, tap, 1, 2, 3, tap, 1, 2, 3, tap. That's one way. Now let's go ahead and do a half a basic, and then turn to the right for the leader, left for the follower. So we're going 1, 2, 3, tap, 1, 2, 3, tap, and then you can do another basic after that. Or you can put them both together and do left and right for the leader, or right and left for the follower, right? But we're going to go ahead and do one full basic first. So we're going 1, 2, 3, tap, 1, 2, 3, tap, 1, 2, 3, tap, 1, 2, 3, tap. There we go. So, important things on how to lead that step, right, as a leader. All I'm really doing is I'm just going to toss her hands, lightly toss them like that, and that's going to signal her to turn. We want to make sure that we don't throw them aggressively because she's not going to like that. So we want to make sure we're light with it and just tossing. Ooh. Like you're throwing a little disc away, right? Remember, be gentle with the lady. Don't be aggressive. If not, you won't get a yes to that second dance. Anything you want to add for the followers?
For the followers, one thing that will help you with this turn is as the leader sends the hands to the right or to the left, doesn't matter what direction, you want to think of allowing one to open up and then allowing the other one to close behind it and then reopen to connect back with your follower. So if you look from this angle, if he throws my hand, say left, well actually I'll pretend like you're there just because I can't see the hand. So if he throws my hands this way, I'm going to open one and then close the other one to it. And then same thing if he throws the hands to the right, I'm going to open one and close the other. So I think that'll just help you with the speed of your turn, your balance. And then the other thing is make sure that you spot your partner. So look at your partner when you turn. It'll be easier for you to sync up because you're doing a free spin, so you don't want to get too far away. And it'll help you from crashing into your partner. That happens sometimes, as well as speed of numerous things.
There we go. Great tip for the followers and leaders. You can also apply that to your turn as well. When you toss a hand, you can also think of it like that, bring your hands together on that second part of the turn. And now let me go ahead and show you guys what that looks like if we put all three steps together. So basic, side to side, forward basic, and then left and right turn. Okay, so we'll start in frame first. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna start to go release the hand or bring the hand down to go to the hand hold as we're going forward. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Now we toss the hand. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Right, that way, as you bring your hand down, you can go to a two-hand hold, so you can do the free spin.
And if you are by yourself, we could do this whole thing in what we call shine, where we're not touching at all. So that way, if I was by myself, I could just practice my part as a follower or as a leader. So we're going to demonstrate that. Actually, the whole thing. One more time.
So we do it separately, right? We go 1, 2, 3, tap. 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 I think that's our section for bachata. If you're new to your bachata, you can just focus on your basic, keeping your steps small. Those are important things, and your timing. Some of those things we said are a little bit higher than newcomers, so you don't have to focus on them yet. But start with what you feel comfortable with, and as you get better with it, you practice it more, then start moving and adding some of those other details. That way you can become a better dancer. Thank you guys for that. And Jen is going to take over now. She's going to go ahead and do the nightclub two-step part.
Okay, so for nightclub, same thing as bachata, it's a very symmetrical dance. So first I'm going to demonstrate the leader's part. So we're going to go ahead and start with the left foot. Again, if you're a follower, you can always do this at home. And then Arturo would demonstrate the back side. So we'll just actually offset. I'll have you scoot that. That way I don't crash into it. Okay, so if we go to the left side, then we're going to go rock, step back on the right foot, rock, step, side to the right, and then rock back on the left foot, rock, step, side, rock, step, side, rock, step, side, rock, step, side. Now if we demonstrate that facing each other, I just want you to see, or actually facing side, we'll both face side, I want you to see that when you do the rock step, you want to make sure that you change weight fully from the back and the right foot. So a rocking action is two parts. It's a back and a forward action, or a forward and a back action. But it feels like marching. It's almost like you're marching in place, and you want to just make sure you're lifting the knees and actually making sure that you're doing a full weight transfer. A lot of people will tend to tap on the side, rock, tap, like so. And so you don't want to do a tap, you want to do a full change of weight. Side, rock, change, weight, side, change, weight, side, back, forward, side, back, forward. And you can keep your steps nice and small. Now I'm going to demonstrate a fuller action. It's the same thing. We're still going to stick with the leader's part for a moment. And this is how you would do your nightclub at a fuller level in more of a competitive field if you were doing that type of dancing, or even if you just have more space. Either way though, it's still going to take up a lot of space. So we're going to really slide the side step and rock step, slide a little. Slide slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick. So it really feels kind of like you're skating across the floor. Slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. Now we'll demonstrate the followers part, same thing. We're going to start with the right foot for the follower, but we're going to go side slow, rock, quick, quick, side slow, rock, quick, quick. Same thing here. Want to make sure you're doing a full weight change. Rock back, forward, side, back, forward, side, back, forward, side. And then now we'll go ahead and demonstrate that fuller action. Slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. There you go. Same thing as the other dance we just demonstrated in our bachata. This is a great one you can do in a couple different frames. So what's nice about nightclub is your rhythm, smooth, and social or intimate frame will work for this dance, kind of depending on, again, what you're showcasing. We're going to stick with our social frame, same as the bachata. I'm going to keep my shoulder high on his, or excuse me, my hand high on his shoulder. And same for him. He doesn't want to drop it down to the waist, as he explained earlier. And then we don't want to pull down on our guys, so everything we just said. And here we go. Side, rock, step, side, rock, step. We can make it really small, which is similar to the cumbia, or we can make it really big and make it look more like a smooth dance. And then we can also dance this if you're having a little bit of difficulty moving, because it is a back rock from you and your partner. It's easy to feel like you're reaching or getting kind of hunched over, and you don't want that. So another way to practice, just like the bachata, is in a two-hand hold, as we can demonstrate. And again, Arturo is going to be demonstrating the leader's part this whole time. I will be demonstrating the follower's part. Slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow, quick, quick. Now we'll go ahead and show you how your basic walk around turn can apply to your nightclub. So, as the leader, we're going to do our turn on what would be the rock step. So typically we're doing our basic side, rocking back and side, back and side. So our first turn we're going to do is going to go to the right. We do half a basic, we're going to rock back. Then on the other half, instead of going back, we're going to turn, rock forward, rotating on the right foot, keeping the right foot where it was the whole time, and then coming back to our side step. Rock, step. We're going to demonstrate that again. We go side, leave the right foot there as the left steps through, rotate on the right foot, and come back to side. Rock, step, side. Now the follower is going to do the natural opposite, so what we'll do is we'll demonstrate the same thing on the left side. We'll do a full basic, and then we'll do the turn on the left side. That way you can see what that looks like. And then we'll put these together. Or actually, I lied. We're going to go ahead and demonstrate the left side, then we'll do the follower's part roll. So, if we do a full basic as the leader, rock, step, side, rock, step. On the second one, we'll turn to the left, bringing the right foot through, leaving the left foot there, going back to the side. We're going to demonstrate that again. Side, coming forward, replacing, and side. Okay, let's go ahead and show you the followers part of those. So as a follower, we start the right foot, we do a half a basic, rock, step. Our first turn will go to the left, rock, step, side. We'll do that again, rock. First turn, we go to the left, rock, step, side, rock, step. Now, when we do the right turn, we'll do a full basic, and then as a follower, we'll go to the right. So we'll do a basic, rock, step, side, rock, step, side. Here's the turn. Walk around, move the right foot there, side. Demonstrate that again. Rock, step, side, and we're done. Okay, Arturo and I are going to demonstrate what those three look like. We'll do the basic, and then we'll do a half a basic with a turn to the right for the leader, left for the follower, and then we'll do a full basic in between with a turn to the left for the leader, right for the follower. So we're going to do this in two-hand hold. You can see we do a full basic, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, half a basic, slow, quick, quick, we both turn slow, quick, quick, slow, full basic, finish it, quick, quick, slow, we turn, quick, quick, slow, and then we're done. Now you can also, very much like Arturo demonstrating the bachata, you can pair these up. So we could do a full basic and then turn to the leader's left and then the leader's right, and then the follower does the natural opposite as we can demonstrate for you. Slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, turn one, quick, quick, turn two, quick, quick, slow, and you're done. And so this can go to really sweet 90s music, very soft. Let me play that for you and we'll dance those one last time before we conclude tonight.
Remember, especially if you're home, you can keep it small. You don't have to make it big. It's great because it's a social dance, so it's good practice to keep it small.
Anything else you want to say?
There's another hold that we can also practice. Once you get comfortable with your two-hand hold, we call it a practice hold. Before going to an actual frame, you just hold each other's elbow. It's a little closer than the two-hand hold, so you go to elbows and you practice it in that frame. Or again, we call it a practice hold. It's great because you still have a good amount of space, but a little bit less space than your two-hand hold. Once you get comfortable with those two, then you can go back to your regular frame and try it in that. Let's see what she puts on it.
Okay, so we're going to demonstrate this to some music. We're going to do a basic, turn, after half a basic, and then full basic, turn. Then we'll demonstrate what it looks like to turn both directions. We'll do full basic, 5 seconds, here we go, slow, quick, quick, slow, half a basic, slow, slow, full basic, another turn the other way. Now a full basic with 2 turns. Slow, so that way you can see how it looks to music. The clicks are kind of fast, so it's great. But if the rumba is feeling too fast, maybe we want to do more of a nightclub too.
And then one thing that you can do, as I was saying earlier, is you can do a practice hold. So it's just elbow to elbow, that's another option. And then so one of the things you could do as well is we started today with the side step. Going to the side first, it's the basic. You could also have the option of starting with the rock step first. Rock step side, rock step side. So you don't have to go side first, you can always go back. That's an
Yeah.
option.
And that's kind of nice because a lot of dances are more particular about how you start, and this one has some freedom.
Right.
All right, you guys, it was so nice dancing with you. Again, we miss you, and we can't wait to see y'all soon. We hope you enjoyed our video.
See you guys next video.